It was a sunny Monday morning when Olivia James, a soft-spoken yet resolute woman in her late 30s, decided to visit her bank for an unannounced inspection. Olivia was the majority shareholder and CEO of Evergreen National Bank, a well-regarded institution that she had worked tirelessly to build. She didn't flaunt her position. In fact, most of the branch employees didn't know her by face, as she preferred to keep a low profile. That day, Olivia opted for a simple outfit, a cream blouse, jeans, and comfortable flats. To an untrained eye, she looked like any other customer. When Olivia stepped into the bank, the atmosphere seemed lively, with the buzz of conversation and the rhythmic sound of people typing on keyboards. The building was modern, with glass partitions, sleek furniture, and an air of professionalism. Olivia smiled softly, appreciating how her vision for the bank had come to life. As she approached the teller counter, a young man with a neat haircut and a confident demeanor was assisting customers. His name tag read Michael. Olivia patiently waited her turn, observing how Michael interacted with the people ahead of her. He was polite, if a bit curt, and efficient in his work. When it was finally her turn, Olivia stepped up to the counter and greeted Michael warmly. "Good morning. I'd like to deposit this check and inquire about some account details," she said, sliding a substantial check and her account information across the counter. Michael glanced at the check, then at her, and his expression shifted subtly. There was a flicker of hesitation, almost suspicion, as he scanned the document. Without acknowledging her request, he asked sharply, "Do you have an ID?" Olivia nodded and handed over her driver's license, sensing a slight tension in the air. Michael scrutinized the ID, then looked back at her. "This account belongs to the CEO of the bank. Are you sure this is your account?" His tone was clipped, almost accusatory. "Yes," Olivia replied calmly. "That's my account." Michael raised an eyebrow and smirked faintly. "Ma'am, this doesn't look right. The CEO of the bank? Really?" He leaned slightly closer, lowering his voice. "You understand that providing false information is a serious offense, right?" Olivia blinked, momentarily taken aback. She tried to explain, keeping her voice steady. "I understand your concern, but I assure you this is my account. I'm the CEO of Evergreen National Bank." Michael chuckled, his tone laced with disbelief. Right. "And I'm the president of the United States. Look, if you're trying to scam us, it's not going to work. I suggest you leave before this gets worse." By now, a few nearby customers and staff had started to notice the interaction. Olivia could feel the heat of their stares, but she maintained her composure. "Michael, I'm asking you to verify the account details. You'll see my name on the records." Michael crossed his arms. "I don't need to verify anything. You don't belong here, and I'm not wasting more time on this. Next." He waved dismissively at the person behind her. At that moment, another employee, Sarah, a seasoned bank manager who had been with Evergreen for years, walked by. She noticed the tense exchange and approached the counter. "Is there a problem here?" she asked, her eyes flicking between Michael and Olivia. Michael gestured toward Olivia. "This woman is claiming to be the CEO of the bank, but she doesn't have any proof." I was just about to call security. Sarah's face registered a mix of shock and recognition as she turned to Olivia. "Oh my goodness, Miss James, I didn't realize it was you. I'm so sorry for this misunderstanding." Michael froze, his confidence evaporating. "Wait, what? She's the CEO?" "Yes," Sarah said firmly. "This is Olivia James, our CEO, and the majority owner of the bank." The color drained from Michael's face. He stammered, I didn't know. I mean, she didn't look. Olivia held up a hand, stopping him mid-sentence. Her voice was calm, but carried an undeniable authority. "Michael, I don't appreciate being dismissed or disrespected in my own bank. Your assumptions nearly cost you your job today." Michael's eyes widened in panic. "Miss James, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean..." "Enough," Olivia said, her tone sharp. She turned to Sarah. "Please ensure that all employees, especially those at the front desk, receive additional training on how to treat customers with respect, regardless of appearance. This is unacceptable." Sarah nodded quickly. "Of course, Miss James. I'll handle it immediately." Olivia turned back to Michael, who looked like he wished the ground would swallow him whole. "Let this be a lesson for you," she said. "Never judge a book by its cover. Every customer deserves respect and fair treatment. Do you understand? Yes, ma'am, Michael mumbled, his head bowed. With that, Olivia calmly collected her check and ID and moved to Sarah's office to continue her inspection. The incident served as a stark reminder of why she had founded the bank in the first place: to create an institution where everyone, regardless of background, felt valued and respected. The story of Olivia's visit quickly spread throughout the bank, becoming a powerful lesson for employees. It wasn't long before the branch implemented new policies and training programs to ensure such an incident would never happen again. As for Michael, he spent the next few weeks proving his commitment to better service. Humbled by the encounter, and Olivia, she remained as dedicated as ever to her mission, her quiet strength and unwavering resolve leaving a lasting impact on everyone she encountered. Olivia spent the next hour in Sarah's office, going over operational reports and engaging in a candid discussion about the branch's challenges and successes. Sarah, visibly nervous after the incident, worked hard to assure Olivia that such behavior from staff was not reflective of their usual customer standards. Olivia listened intently, nodding occasionally. "Sarah," she said, her tone measured, "I trust you, and I know this branch has a good track record, but this situation today highlights a deeper issue: bias. It's not just about one rude interaction, it's about what led to that interaction in the first place. We need to address this at its root." Sarah agreed wholeheartedly, outlining a plan to organize workshops focusing on customer respect and sensitivity training. "We'll start immediately, Miss James. I'll personally oversee the first sessions." As they wrapped up their meeting, Olivia couldn't help but reflect on her journey. She had started Evergreen National Bank to challenge systems that perpetuated inequality and to provide a space where all customers felt empowered. Yet, even here, biases lingered. It reminded her how much work remained to be done. Before leaving, Olivia asked to meet the rest of the staff. Sarah hesitated but complied, gathering everyone in the break room. There were whispers and shuffling as employees filed in, the tension from earlier still hanging in the air. When everyone was assembled, Olivia stood before them, her presence commanding yet approachable. "Good afternoon, everyone," she began. "I want to take a moment to address something important. This morning, I experienced an interaction that was, frankly, disappointing. It wasn't about me being the CEO. It was about being treated with respect and fairness, which should be a basic standard for every customer who walks through these doors." She paused, letting her words sink in. The staff looked down, some nodding subtly. Michael, standing in the back, avoided her gaze, his face flushed with shame. "I understand that assumptions can happen," Olivia continued, "but when those assumptions lead to dismissiveness or disrespect, they harm not only the individual but the values this bank stands for. We are here to serve our community, not judge it." She scanned the room, her gaze steady and warm. "To you," she says, "our community, your community. But I'm not here to point fingers or dwell on mistakes. I'm here to remind us all of why we're here, to create a welcoming environment for everyone. So, starting today, we're implementing new training programs. These aren't punishments. They're opportunities to grow and do better." The room remained quiet, the weight of her words palpable. Olivia softened her tone, offering a small smile. "I believe in this team. I've seen the good work you do, and I know we can rise above this. Let's make Evergreen a place we can all be proud of." As the meeting concluded, the staff clapped lightly, a mix of relief and resolve on their faces. Olivia approached Michael on her way out. "Michael," she said gently, "I hope you take today as a chance to grow. You have potential, but you need to work on how you interact with people." Michael nodded earnestly. "I will, Miss James. Thank you for giving me another chance." With that, Olivia left the branch, stepping out into the sunlight. She felt a sense of satisfaction, knowing that the day's events would lead to positive change. Over the next few weeks, the bank underwent a noticeable transformation. The training sessions were not only educational, but also sparked meaningful conversations among staff. Employees began sharing their own experiences and perspectives, building a stronger sense of empathy and teamwork. Michael, in particular, emerged as a different person. He became one of the most attentive and compassionate tellers, often going out of his way to assist customers. His turnaround didn't go unnoticed by Olivia, who made a point to commend him during her next visit. Word of the incident and its resolution spread beyond the branch, earning the bank praise for its commitment to accountability and growth. Customers noticed the difference too, frequently commenting on the improved atmosphere and service. For Olivia, the experience reinforced a valuable lesson. Leadership isn't just about making decisions from the top. Sometimes it's about stepping into the everyday world of your business, experiencing its flaws firsthand, and working alongside your team to fix them. Years later, when Olivia looked back on her journey with Evergreen, she often thought of that day not as a moment of frustration, but as a turning point that made her vision for the bank even stronger.